guys, how's it going? I hope all of you have been doing absolutely amazing. Yes, as you guys can clearly see right now, we are in a completely different location compared to my usual recording spot being inside my car. Right now, in case if any of you guys are wondering where I'm at right now, I am currently inside of a study room in the public library right now. I just recently found out about this resource. I think it's super underrated. I am literally able to have my own personal room by myself, completely quiet, without any sort of interruptions by anybody. And I can reserve actually how long I want to be here, whether it be for half an hour or an hour or 2 hours. And right now I'm loving it so much. Right now, the room that I'm in right now, I don't really like it that much because there's like this big window to the side. If you guys want me to show you, there's that right there. So with all of this, that's kind of the reason why there's a bit too much light that you guys are seeing from the side and even above my head too a little bit. So there are some rooms in the other places that they're a bit smaller that I can get that won't have too much lighting, and I think that's gonna work out because the reason why I'm gonna get this one is because of how big it is. But now that I think of it, I don't really need a study room as big as this one. So yeah, this is I'm still gonna be recording in my car, of course, like when it comes to recording videos, because shoot, with how loud I am when I'm playing games, there's just no way I can do that. But some of you might be asking, okay, so then why would you want to record here instead then? Well, it's because of two things partly. One, I think this would be a perfect place to record vlogs like how I'm doing right now. But also that leads me into this next part that I wanted to talk to you all about. And that's this new series that I've been thinking of wanting to do on my channel. So this is partially the reason, this is honestly the main reason why I wanted to talk about this, because for those of you that do consistently watch me, you guys obviously know that I do gaming content, of course, but in the traditional way where I'm just simply playing the game and I'm commentating alongside with it, with everything that's happening moment to moment, scene to scene. But you know, I've had some ideas of wanting to do a new series, and this new series that I wanted to do, I wanted to basically make almost like a unique version of gaming where I pretty much do like a top 5 or top 10 moments or jump scares or whatever game I plan on playing, whether it be a puppy combo game or even something like Friday Night Funkin', which by the way, new pit stop update is coming out on the 31st, so we're definitely gonna be playing that. And I feel like I plan on including this as a part of this new series concept of mine that I have. And basically what I'm gonna do, so for example, with something like Puppy Combo, I would want to do something like top 10 jump scares or top 10 scariest moments in Nun Massacre or something like that. And so the reason why I feel like it'd be necessary for me to tell you guys this is because number one, I don't want it to be completely out of the blue for any of you guys, right? I want to keep you guys updated because I actually care about letting you guys know about the direction that I want to take my channel into. But also because if you really listen to it like that, just taking the moments out of my gameplay, so basically I'm still going to be playing the game, but then when I talk about, like, so for example with Nun Massacre top 10 jump scares, what I would plan on doing is taking those certain, I would take clips of myself playing Nun Massacre, and I would take the top 10 moments in which I was scared. So when you really think about it, it's almost like highlights in a way. I'm just basically taking the highlights of my video, which is kind of different from like the usual videos that I'm making right now. And so of course, you know, like this new series that I have in mind could be a total flop, could be something that none of you guys would like, but I've been having a lot of creative ideas with it. And here's the thing, at the end of the day, like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try it out for like a month or two, maybe, and just seeing how well received it is, or how bad received it is, will kind of be a good indication for me as to whether or not I want to keep doing it. But I've had some ideas, honestly. Matter of fact, I want to show you guys right here. There's actually a board that I could use with a series like this. And so what I have right now behind me, guys, is this whiteboard that I was talking about. As you can clearly see, or maybe not so much because again of how bright it is, but don't worry, I'll get a study room that won't have a huge window so that there's be less light and there won't be too much of a reflection on the whiteboard, as you guys can clearly see. But I went ahead and wrote my channel name on here. So yeah, the TheHarpyEagle. So basically what my plan is, right, is I want to use this whiteboard almost to make like a parody of like a classroom in which I'm taking it so seriously in like a satire manner of talking about like these top 10 moments within a game, just to make it almost funny and almost like in a parody form of like a teacher who's explaining like a subject in class, like in a serious manner. And so I want to do that when it comes to gaming, and I want to use this whiteboard as a way to further enhance that parody and comedic element and aspect in this new series that I would want to introduce to you guys. The issue here though is that like with how far away I am, if I'm gonna be this far away, maybe not this far away, I'll probably bring it in a bit closer. But an issue that I might have with that though is because I'm farther away from the camera, the audio might be a bit bad, and especially with this room being so big, you might have heard a bit of an echo in here so far. So I plan on buying a lavalier mic so that I can be able to talk as far as I want to, but the sound won't get quieter because of how far away I am. Because right now the audio is coming out of this camera, obviously. So I went ahead and bought a lavalier mic with, of course, the transmitter and everything like that, just to see how this goes. I do want to do this new series, right? I don't want to just keep on doing the exact same things over and over and over again. Of course, we've seen YouTubers where they add new series into their channel, and so with as small of a channel as I have, obviously it's not going to really matter that much because there won't be as many people that are looking forward to my videos compared to these big YouTubers that would have like millions or thousands of people that would be waiting for their content. But again, I don't want to just simply leave you guys in the dark, and I don't want to, you know, make this all just out of the blue again. So let me go ahead and erase this right now, and then after that, I'm just gonna close up with everything else that's on my mind and everything else that I want to tell you guys. So give me 1 second. So some of you might also be curious as to why I even want to do this new series in the first place, and why now instead of later. You know, seeing how much I've barely grown within this year so far, guys, we're already near the end of March. We're on the verge of going into April. As of right now, I'm recording this on March 27th. I might get this out on the 28th or the 29th. So once we get into April, we're already going to be one third of the year done. And I barely went from like 757 subscribers to 769 at the time of recording, which means I barely gained 12 subscribers in these past nearly 4 months now. And so recently I had this one-on-one coaching with a pretty big YouTuber, and his name is Roberto Blake. And matter of fact, he's the reason why I even knew about public libraries, because in that one-on-one coaching, when I was telling him all these things about my circumstances and what my goals are for my channel and what I want to do in order to grow, he just instilled into me so many ideas and influences within me as to what I could do to make my channel better and to grow like I've always envisioned it to grow. And so with Roberto Blake, I was able to talk with him because I've known him ever since I started YouTube. And I feel like out of all the people that I've ever seen that give advice when it comes to YouTube and growing and stuff like that, he is, I don't want to say the best, because I mean, I don't want to like make people mad in case if they know somebody better, but he honestly was like the best for me when it came to having all this advice about the type of mindset I need to have as a YouTuber if I want to grow and if I want to become a successful YouTuber as well. But once I reached him, I was able to talk with him for nearly 2 hours. And I'll show some clips here and there of just some of the things that we were talking about. And this will give you a better idea as to why I'm going to be taking this new direction with my channel.
If all you do is give your opinion and then do gameplay, how do you stand out aside from good thumbnails? What's the duplicatable experience and what's the value of that? If you build all of those foundational skills, to a degree, all you have to do is now be relevant by being theoretically on time or early to enough trends, often enough by being consistent constantly and seeing and listening to your community and doing research constantly and being invested emotionally in the community. You'll be able to get ahead of what they care about because you'll have your ear to the ground. The repeat viewer funnel is to make something that is memorable. There's nothing memorable about just watching gameplay if someone's not a world-class gamer, or unless they are doing because they were like the OGs where they were comedy edgelords. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Variety and making stuff because like that all comes from you can do that when you have an established audience that you're beloved by.
Okay.
So essentially what I learned from him is that the certain things that you need to do in order to grow as a small YouTuber is going to be different from what you need to do as a big YouTuber if you want to grow even bigger than as big as you already are. Again, this is something that I'm going to test out at first. I'm going to see where it takes me, number one, where it takes me, and number two, if I even grow with this at all. And if I don't grow with this at all, and you guys don't like it, I can always just simply go back to what I'm doing right now. And so some of you might be thinking, what's the first game that I'm going to be doing with this new series of mine? Friday Night Funkin', obviously. It's coming out on the 31st in a few days. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to just upload my normal gameplay of my video on that game. And then afterwards, I'm going to upload it in the form of the top 10 moments, basically showing the highlights for each moment that I'm ranking with this whiteboard and just all these other things. I have all these plans that I don't need to bore you guys with, but that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to compare the difference when I'm making a video, a typical gameplay video, versus if I'm going to be making a video in this, from this different perspective that I plan on doing now in the future. And so I'm going to keep doing that from time to time within this next month or two. And if everything goes bad, then I'll stop doing it. And if everything goes good, then obviously I'm going to keep doing it. This is something that I have faith in. And this is something that I want to have fun doing. So we'll see how it goes. I think that's going to wrap everything up. So new series on the channel. We'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, I'll stop. But thank you all so much for still continuing to watch me. One of these days we're going to get to 1,000 subscribers no matter what. I will see you all within my next video of Friday Night Funkin'. And until next time, everybody.